Anybody in particular stand out for you here?
Oh, well, I was too busy coaching there to really. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I thought a lot of kids actually. I liked the pace of the scrimmage. Um, a lot stood out this week. I mean, it's hard to, like I said, when you only play, they practice all week long. They don't really get in that many game situations, and we ask them to go out there and play a game that they haven't done in a while. Makes it tough on the kids, but it's a nice ending to the week. Like I said, I think all the guys that we drafted this year, those are the guys that don't really know that well. So it was nice seeing them play in a game situation, and I saw a lot of talent, a lot of skill out there, and we're excited.
Bergman looked good.
Yeah,
Bergman,
yeah, he did. I think poor guy's been injured here for the last 6 months or so, but he's worked hard to get himself back into shape. I thought he did. You could see his skill level, and especially in the 3-on-3 yesterday. He's moving very well, and we're looking forward to him having a good year.
What do you know this afternoon that you didn't know when the week began?
Not much. I think, like I said, this week really is not a lot about evaluation. I keep reiterating that it's more about education. We want these kids we put these kids through and in a situation, or in every situation, that it will take for them to become, an elite hockey player, and hope that they take some of that information with them and try to, incorporate that into their own daily lives. And, I think nowadays it's, the game of hockey, and the best players in the world are the hardest players, hardest working players in the world. They put everything. It's a 365-day-a-year job now, and with these kids, a lot of times it's you're trying to get that across to them as soon as you can. But long days for them, but they put in a really good effort.
Shawn, what do you think? I mean, has Tarosi almost exceeded your expectations to where he is right now?
No, I like Tiro. I mean, I wouldn't say so. I think he obviously when he came in last year, he proved that he can produce. He's been training hard this off season, and he looks good right now.
What does Kevin Maki need to do when he gets back over to Finland this year? I mean, he's a guy who's really strong today. So.
Yeah, you can tell his hockey sense and his talent level is high. I just think he needs to continue to get stronger. He's put on 12 or 13 pounds since last year, and just has to continue to do that. I think he really finished strong in the second half of the season in Finland. I think he had, like I said before, 11 points in 11 games or something to finish, or really close to that. But he played a lot. He's run out first-line power plays, top 6 minutes. That's the biggest thing. So I think he believes and he knows the way last season finished, how he can play and how he can produce. And I think he's looking forward to this year and hoping to have a really big year.
Albin Greve lived up to his reputation for having a bit of a bite. That was fun.
You don't see that too many sweet-on-sweet altercations, but we did today, so that's good. Yeah, he's he's a guy that you're really going to notice even more in games. His competitiveness sticks out, and I think you saw that today.
You always talk about, these kids, they need to get stronger, but does he have the advantage? Because he's kind of thick already.
Yeah, some kids are like that. Some kids are just naturally thick. Like I said, for him, there's no shortage of compete in the NHL, especially with the elite players, and it's something that comes natural to him, and really something that we drafted him on. We knew he was that type of player. When you talk to the amateur staff, they were excited to get that type of player with some talent into our club.
But there is some skill there too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with that grit and that.
Yeah, absolutely. He skates well. He has some skill. I didn't see him play all that much last year, but you can tell, all year. But I'm looking forward to watching him more this year.
Any thoughts on Sider? He certainly can skate.
Yeah, he can skate. He's got some poise. He's got good sense. He was really impressive today and throughout the week.
Is it, the defense that he needs to work on in his own zone?
He's got some. I don't know. Time will tell through the year. I think watching him today, watching him in 3-on-3. I think he was, which is natural. He's probably thinking a little more on the offensive side of the puck a bit today, but you can see that the talent level's there. That part of the game will come. You can teach that, and I'm sure once he gets into real games, it actually really means something. It'll be a little different for him.
As a player development guy, when you see guys who were here a couple years ago drafted in 2017 and to now, what does it mean to you to see with the way they've developed?
Well, it's nice. Obviously, you put a lot of time and effort into it, and it's all year long. It's during the season, it's the off season, and you're just trying. All these kids' dream is to play in the NHL, and you're just trying to help them out as much as possible. So it is more gratifying for me now, being in my 4th year. I'm starting to see some of these guys actually make it, and see how fulfilling it is for them, and see all the hard work they put in over the years. So that's really when you feel good about it.
Gonzalo was pretty
Yeah,
critical of his
really
own
good.
season this year. I mean, he looked strong out there the last
He looked
couple
great.
of days.
He looked great all week in camp, and to his credit, he started. He stayed over in Boston at university and trained, and he's trained hard. He's came into camp in great shape. He's leaner, and he looks fast, and he's skating better out there. He worked with a skating coach already, so he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. And I'm looking forward to watching him bounce back this year because, he's right. Last year wasn't as good as he can be, but that happens. He faced a little adversity. He seems to have handled that well, and I'm hoping he'll have success this year.
Horcoff seems stronger. What do you need to see from him?
Same thing, more strength. He's going to play in the elite league this year, hopefully. And hopefully plays a bigger role and earns it. Strength is just always his thing. You can tell he moves the puck well. He's got some sense. He skates well. He's a big kid. He's probably almost 6'7". He just needs to get stronger, especially in the D zone. When you can see when traffic and some of the bigger bodies come to the net, he's got to be able to box those guys out, kill a cycle on the wall. Those are the type of things that once the strength comes, will be easier for him.
What were your impressions of Lundstrom this week?
Good. I think Gus obviously at the end of the year. Yeah, he had a knee injury, right? So I think he missed 6 or 7 weeks, and then and that happened right coming into the playoffs. And then when he came in the playoffs, justifiably so, he didn't play that much. It's not an easy situation to come back into, and when you have a knee injury, you don't skate that much or train that much. His legs just weren't there. So he's working hard in the offseason. I know there's still 2 months to go, but we're looking forward to seeing him here.
Now, he's going to come to GR this year, right? Or is he? What's his future?
Yeah, we think so. I think he'll come to camp, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Do you know how many of these guys will participate in the World Junior Summer Showcase?
I know Bergen for sure. I'd have to look at the now. We haven't really talked too much about it. We'll be there obviously, and so we'll see. We'll have a few guys there.
Players and prospects have shorter and shorter summers. As the director of player development, do you get any break before the Ivan Hlinka and the summer showcase?
The showcase I'll be at. The Hlinka is more the draft eligible guys, so I probably won't be there this year. But part of the job is, listen, the work is really done in the summer. And nowadays with these kids, they don't take much time off. They're much like NHL players, where you take a week or two off and you get right at it. So, it's an important time for the development staff in the summertime.
Jack Adams is going into that kind of really important third year of college. What does he need to show you guys over the course of the next 9 months?
I thought that everything that he did coming in, I thought he played great. I think he obviously looked like he's in better shape and he's skating better. You can tell he can score. He just has to keep doing what he's doing. Keep working, and hopefully I think his role will develop as time goes on in college.
The same for somebody like Keith Petruzzelli.
Yeah, same for Keith. I think Keith he was so skinny when we drafted him. He's just trying to get stronger. He had some competition in that last year. He's going to get a much better opportunity this year, and it's going to be up to him.
How important was it for an older guy like Kuffner to kind of stand out like he did in these scrimmages?
Yeah, it's important. I think sometimes with the college guys, they come in a little bit older, obviously. But for him, I think it was good for him when he signed to come in and get some NHL games. A lot of these kids, that leave college or leave junior don't realize how good pro hockey is, especially the NHL. And they always seem to take for granted even the level at the AHL. So anytime they can come in and get a little taste of what that level is and what it's like before they go into the summer, they're at a huge advantage because they know the majority of them come up and they know that they need to work hard.
Sounds like Zadina really focusing on leg strength this
Yep.
summer. Is that the biggest area he can improve, is the explosiveness?
Yeah, I think so. He's good in tight spaces. We want to create a little more explosiveness and a little more, improve his first 3 steps a little bit, just to create, the NHL game. There's so much backside pressure. We just need to help him separate a little bit more and just try to create some open ice.
He's one of the guys who's going to be here locally, it sounds like, pretty soon for the rest of the summer. Can you just kind of put into words what that adds when guys are here and can do it?
Well, that's kind of the idea, is you want to get guys like that. We're fortunate, Luke Glendenning, Dylan Larkin, Darren Helm. There's quite a few of our regular pros and the really true professionals, the guys that work really hard, that train here in the summer. So anytime if any of our young prospects or signed players that want to come in, that's only going to benefit them more. You get around guys like that, that's a huge advantage. It pushes them to get better.